Welcome back to Total Freedom Show with Rena Lynn, the show that's all about raising the bar of knowledge, healing hurting people, and spiritual warfare. Tonight we are in the Shattered Dreams portion of the channel, and we're going to talk about a piece of poetry, but it's not going to come out of the book Shattered Dreams. I've got something else for you tonight. Um, Tonight we're going to do a poem called Walking on the Water, and it actually comes from an unpublished book called Kingdom Poems, which is straight poetry and prayers that come from Scripture. And through the years, the people that have read these poems have truly loved them, and I do too. So today I was interviewing a friend of mine named David Paxton about something else that I'll put up here in a little bit. And we were talking about this portion of scripture, and I said, "Hey, David, I got a piece of poetry about that, so I'll try to get it up for you tonight." So I got to work and got it ready. And if you guys like these too, please drop a comment. And if you have a piece of scripture that you would really like to see a piece of poetry written out of, or want to see it come to life in PowerPoint slide, then just let me know and I'll see what I can do. Drop me an email at askrenalyn@yahoo.com. All right, let's go on. This is Walking on the Water. The disciples were out sailing on the Sea of Galilee. By the light of the moon, they were fishing while enjoying a gentle breeze, laughing, talking, and bragging about who had caught the most. Then all at once were silent because they thought they saw a ghost. Then Jesus, cracking up, said, "Guys, it's just me." You could have heard a pin drop. "He was walking on the sea." One said, "How's he do that?" The others were in shock. They hadn't seen his presence since they had left the dock. Then Peter threw his clothes off, said, "Lord, if it's really you, I want to walk there too." And he jumped into the sea. His feet touched the water, and unsteadily he stood on top, balancing and bobbing. Astounded, he did walk. Then all at once he noticed it was water neath his feet. He knew it was impossible, and he began to sink. Jesus began to snicker as he reached out with his hand. He said, "If you'll just trust me, it's like walking on dry land." The other guys were hysterical, rudely making jokes, till Peter pointed out they were still in the boat. Let's all learn a lesson. When Jesus is involved, the rules and laws of nature are sometimes dissolved. So if he calls your name and asks you to comply, don't give him excuses, because they simply will not fly. He wants to amaze us, shows things that will delight. But out of the 12, only one was willing to leave the boat and try. Whoa. Hey, I got something else I want to share with you. You guys check this out. I want to take just a minute to acknowledge a local business owner that I used for something I needed done, and I'm just very pleased with his work, and I love to share that to other people. See this big tree in my yard? Been there forever, loved it, shaded the whole front of my house, got trees all around it, like living in a park, and I loved it. But this one had an issue, started dropping limbs. And this picture really doesn't do it justice, but look where his bucket is. Look at the size of the tree compared to the size of the bucket and the size of the man. That's halfway up the tree, folks. Bottom was probably 48 inches across. We're talking an enormous tree. Starts dropping these limbs one night. I thought it fell on the house. It sounded so bad, rattled the entire yard. I finally had to get something done about it. So I called my local insurance agent, and this was the name and number that she gave me. And I was nervous because I really was afraid it was going to fall on my house. It probably wasn't 10 foot from my house if it was that far. So let me give you a little glimpse of what it looks like to watch them work, and then I'll tell you who it is because I'm just so excited, and I really want to give a shout out to this company. Guys, this was Arzola Tree and Lawn Service. This is a family-owned business. His brother, Jesus, was here with another brother and a nephew that did the work, and he told me that they had done a lot of storm damage in this area because there was a lot of trees down. I have zero hesitation whatsoever recommending this company. They were extremely kind, extremely professional, and treated me with every bit of professional friendliness and courtesy you could imagine. The tree was down, never touched my house one time, and I left the yard in such a way that I immediately got on the lawnmower and went out and mowed it. Didn't even throw any sticks. I mean, it was clean. So I highly, highly recommend Arzola Tree and Lawn Service. And here's his number I talked him out of to give to you: 903-932-6896. Just ask for Jose because he's the guy who runs it all. Just great, great guy. And you guys, I love, love recommending local people that I do business with. So if you got a tree down, you got some yard work done, call Jose because I can personally vouch for how wonderful his work is and how professional and grade A. And that's it for Shattered Dreams Poetry today. You guys watch, I got quite a bit more coming, and I'll catch you next time on the Total Freedom Show with Rena Lynn. Bye.